Early days on set. That morning, the air on the set was heavy. The crew was already busy preparing the set. Cameras were installed at various angles, and large lights illuminated the area that would become the scene. The players came in with mostly jaded-looking faces. Zhang, Linghe and Zhao Jinmai were no exception. The shooting schedule this time is quite dense. The director wanted to shoot some important scenes that required deep emotions. Everyone knows it's going to be a long day. However, there was something different between Zhang Linghe and Zhao Jinmai. Although both are equally tired, their interaction is actually colorful. Zhao Jinmai sat on the makeup chair, looking down while reading the script. His gaze focused, his eyebrows slightly wrinkled. On the other hand, Zhang Linghe walked slowly closer with a face that seemed to be harboring a plan. He took a blank sheet of paper, rolled it up, then pretended to drop it on Jinmai's lap. Zhao Jinmai was surprised, looking up with a puzzled expression. "What is this?" he asked, holding back a laugh. Linghe only smiled mysteriously. "It's a secret script, especially for you. Only you can read it." Jinmai rolled his eyes. "Such a blank page." "Precisely because it is empty, it means that you are free to fill it with your feelings," Linghe replied quickly, making some of the crew around them laugh. From that moment on, the initially tense atmosphere instantly turned fluid. Everyone was aware. Little nosy Zhang Linghe became the needed laughter lighters that day. Nosy reply from Zhao Jinmai. Despite the laughter, Jinmai did not want to lose. He secretly plans a revenge. During the lunch break, when Linghe left his chair to grab a drink, Jinmai quickly hid Linghe's drinking bottle behind the chair. A few minutes later, Linghe returned and started looking for the bottle. "Where's my bottle? I put it here." Jinmai pretended to be busy with his cell phone. "Maybe you forgot to put it on the makeup table." Linghe ruffled the table, opened his small bag, but still couldn't find it. That's when Jinmai's little laugh broke out, making everyone realize there was something. Finally, Linghe found the bottle behind the chair where Jinmai was sitting. "Seriously? Are you hiding?" asked Linghe in a half-annoyed, half-amazed tone. "Let you not sleep. Think of it as a small sport," Jinmai replied with a big smile. The whole room was filled with laughter again. The crew felt that their closeness not only made the atmosphere lighter, but also contagious to everyone around. The veiled language of attention. Behind the nosy, there is something that not everyone is aware of. Linghe often made sure Jinmai got enough rest. He often offers his seat if he sees Jinmai looking exhausted. Even once, Linghe secretly asked the crew to prepare Jinmai's favorite food so he wouldn't forget to eat in the middle of filming. On the contrary, Jinmai also often paid attention to Linghe. When he saw Linghe was too busy with her phone in between filming, he would nudge her softly. "Don't play too much, you'll get tired of it," he said. For those looking from the outside, it was probably just a casual interaction. But for them, it was a simple language of concern, wrapped in pranks and jokes. Laughing in the midst of a serious situation. That day, they had to shoot a scene full of emotions. The atmosphere of the set is made quiet, everyone is focused. Zhao Jinmai sat on a chair, his eyes glazed over according to the demands of the script. Zhang Linghe stood in front of him, a gaze full of anger mixed with wounds. The scene was so intense that the director shouted, "Cut!" Tension instantly broke out. But before the atmosphere completely returned to normal, Jinmai secretly put a cute sticker with a picture of a rabbit on Linghe's back. As Linghe walked away from the set, the crew burst out laughing. "What is it?" asked Linghe confused. Jimmy couldn't stop laughing. "Look at your own back." Instead of being angry, Linghe smiled. "If that makes you, I'm willing to be a laughingstock." That sentence left everyone speechless for a moment. There was something behind those casual words, something that felt deeper than just a joke. Fans and media spotlight. Not all their nosy moments are hidden. Some fans who happened to be present at the location managed to record the sweet interaction. Their short videos were widely circulated on social media, making the hashtag #LingheJinmai trending. Fans' comments were mixed. Their gazes are too real, not just acting. If this isn't love of location, I don't know anymore. Their chemistry makes me believe love still exists. The media began to glance. Article after article popping up with a splashy title. But both Linghe and Jinmai remained professional when asked. They only answered with a smile, without any confirmation. Ironically, it is precisely this attitude that makes the public even more curious. Nosy that becomes a habit. Days change. The shooting schedule is getting tighter. But one thing hasn't changed. Both of them. Linghe often pretended to mispronounce Jinmai's character's name, making him chuckle in the middle of the scene. Jinmai often ruffled Linghe's hair before the take began, overwhelming the makeup artists. Seriously, you two can't work without being nosy? Complains the makeup artist with a smile. We actually work better while being nosy, Linghe replied lightly. Everyone knows that it has become a habit, even a necessity, to maintain morale in the midst of work pressure. From nosy to a sense of comfort. One night, after filming was over, Jinmai sat alone in a chair, looking tired. Linghe came approaching without saying much. He simply handed her a glass of warm water. Thank you, Jin slowly said. If you get sick, who will take care of you? Linghe replied with a small laugh. Jinmai looked down, his face reddened. The laughter may sound light, but behind it lies a concern that cannot be hidden. Inevitable highlights. The more of their moments are recorded, the more excited the public reaction will be. Fans made a compilation video of their mischief, which was watched millions of times on the internet. The gossip media put out an article with a sensational headline. However, both Linghe and Jinmai remained silent. They just let everyone interpret for themselves. And it is precisely the silence that makes everything even more interesting. Heart to heart. The last day of filming arrived. All the crew gathered, celebrating their success. In the crowd, Linghe and Jinmai sat side by side, laughing at all the nosy things they had done. Without you, I don't know how to survive, Jinmai said honestly. Linghe looked at him for a moment, then smiled. Me too. You make everything lighter. Maybe, being nosy is how we take care of each other. No confession at all. No words of love. But behind the simple laughter and nosy, everyone knows, there is something deeper. Something that grows slowly, from heart to heart. Zhang, Linghe and Zhao Jinmai's behind-the-scenes story proves that love or attention doesn't always come in the form of sweet words. Sometimes, through simple mischief, laughter and small cares, hearts can connect more strongly than you can imagine.